Maturing is realizing that when you're on a weight loss journey, you're just teaching yourself new habits.
Everyone, welcome and welcome back to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. So in our today's conversation, we want to talk about staying skinny. And staying skinny is often less about strict dieting and more about building sustainable habits that support a healthy lifestyle. Consistency is key. One of the most effective strategies is mindful eating. So I've put some videos together, kindly watch them and I'll be back. Share my own thoughts, please. Don't go away.
Here are 3 sacrifices that I must make to maintain my skinny body and to get even more skinny. First one is you can't go out and eat as much as you want anymore. You have to portion control literally everything. You can't just go out and eat the whole chocolate bar. You can't just take food from the pot, like 2 plates, 3 plates, 4 plates. Yeah, no. You have to prioritize basically eating less and being okay with feeling hungry sometimes. You have to prioritize your protein intake because if you are not eating enough protein, let's say you made pasta for dinner, right? You made tomato pasta and there's no chicken in it, no shrimp, no cheese. It's literally just carbs. That's not going to fill you up. That is why you keep taking so many more plates of that food. You have to think smart, but when you are trying to maintain your skinny body. So you have to prioritize your protein and you really have to think about what's going in your body and how it's actually going to help you to not overeat because it's so easy to do that, especially when you're trying to maintain your body. The last thing is that you have to go on your walks. And I know it sounds like so stupid, it sounds so easy, but walking, especially outside when the weather is not that great or when you really don't feel like getting your ass up, you just have to do it. If you want to maintain the body, the way that you lost the weight is the way that you keep it off. I walked at least 4 to 6 miles every single day in order to lose 25 pounds. And I'm currently doing that still to lose an additional 20 pounds. I am putting in that work every single day, whether I like it or not, because I know that it will take me to my goal and I know that it will keep me at my goal. You have to make these sacrifices in order to stay skinny. And it is not just this glamorized thing. It is difficult, but it is so rewarding and you will thank yourself in the end.
How do I stay so thin while eating so much? Well, if you want to be skinny, it's not rocket science. It's a very simple math, a calorie deficit. Problem is y'all be overcomplicating everything for no reason. Y'all are out here doing the most to be skinny, putting your fingers down your throat, starving yourselves when all you had to do was go for a walk and stop eating so much. It is that simple. I understand that you guys might be confused because there's so much misinformation thrown at us out there, but it really is that simple. You need to understand you don't even need to exercise to lose weight. You should be exercising for your mortality, but it's not a requisite. These diet plans, these meal plans, these fitness coaches, they all exist because they're trying to get your money. These people that you see eating cheeseburgers with super fit bodies, you see me eating a donut, you think I'm really actually eating a donut every single day. And when I tell you guys to fast, you act like I'm telling you to starve for the rest of your life. The problem is you are obsessed with food and you're putting food on a pedestal before any other thing in your life. Get a hobby, go for a walk, stop eating 3 meals a day. We all know that's well, not all of us, but now you know it's a scam. If I told you if you didn't eat for a day, you would get the same results that you're getting, overexerting yourself, exhausting yourself at the gym. There'd be no need for a meal plan. There'd be no need for a fitness routine. Don't get scammed. Y'all are out here getting scammed. Losing weight should be easy. It should feel easy. If it doesn't feel easy, then you're doing it wrong. If losing weight feels hard, then you're doing it wrong.
If you want your dream body, you want to be skinny, and you're so food obsessed, like you're just obsessed about food, you think about food all the time, and you're fat and unhappy, think about this. It's just food. It's just food. You can get most food any time of the day, any day of the week. Okay, I'm not saying like you visit like some country and it has amazing food. And that's not saying that. Okay, I'm just saying in your everyday life. All right, it's just food. Like people have issues like overeating on bread or candy or sweets. It's just bread. It's just candy. It's just sweets. What's more worth it? You loving the skin that you're in, you loving your body, you waking up every day, putting on a cute outfit, doing your hair, doing your makeup, whatever it may be, and feeling confident and happy about yourself? I think that's better. It's worth it. You know what's not a good investment? Food. Because where is it? On your body. Weighing you down. Making your joints and limbs hurt because you're carrying extra weight. Making you unhealthier because you're carrying a lot of extra weight. I speak from experience, like 820 pounds, so I know what I'm talking about. But like it's just food, you know? Just food. It's not worth it. And I'm happy to say after losing 120 pounds, it's still not worth it. Okay? Because you know what's a good investment? Into yourself, into your health. Eating healthy foods, whole foods, walking, prioritizing your health, your sleep, your vitamins, your supplements, cutting toxic people out of your life. I'm telling you, it's a domino effect, okay? You do one thing, the other things are gonna happen. And you're gonna feel so good. And you're gonna wake up every day not thinking about wanting to lose weight.
I need to share with you guys a modeling secret on how to stay thin. So for those of you that don't know, I used to be a professional model for 10 years. I traveled the world. I did everything from fashion, runway, catalog, you name it, I did it. And here's the thing, even though I was naturally slender and thin, I always needed to be thinner. Like when you're a model, like it's a really, I don't want to say toxic, but it's a tough industry because you have to be a certain dimension, especially like when I was modeling. So I had to always be mindful. Like I was thin, but I need to be just like actually a little bit thinner. Here's the secret I'm going to share with you, because everyone says it's psychological. Yes, anything is psychological. Weight loss, like getting your dream job, like everything is a mindset, everything. But when someone tells you losing weight is a mindset, that doesn't really help you. Like, what do you mean it's a mindset? Okay, great. Now we know it's a mindset. It's psychological. What do I do with that information? That's not helpful. So let me explain to you what they mean when you hear people say it's psychological. I'm going to explain it to you from my perspective when I was a model, and I think this is it. Like, I'm going to try and simplify it for you. So when you look at food, and you're trying to be mindful, as soon as you tell yourself, I cannot have this, you are setting yourself for failure. And this is why everyone fails on every single diet and why everyone's miserable on diets. And that's why Skinny Talk is promoting, don't diet, just cut the portions and eat less of all your favorite food. And you could certainly do that and lose weight. And that's going to be a psychological thing. But to get there faster, easier, and in a more happy, less miserable way, you have to switch your inner thoughts from I cannot have this to, and this is going to be a little arrogant, I'm warning you, to I do not eat this. So models, I think, like I especially had this like really arrogant attitude, I have to admit, but whatever, that's just the industry. I would literally sit at a table, I would watch like my friends who weren't models stuff their faces with like whatever, like pizza, cheesecake, ice cream, like just garbage, and I would sit there and I would have this attitude like, I don't eat that. Like, that's not for me. Like, that's garbage. That's for you guys. That's not for me, though. No, I don't eat that garbage. So I didn't position myself in a place of like, oh, but I can't have this because I'm trying to lose weight. Like, do you see the difference? The difference in the dynamic of how you're thinking? That's the psychology that everyone's talking about. At least for me it is. And that's what makes sense for me. So I would sit there and be like, I don't eat that. I'm going to have my tea and stop eating after 6 o'clock. I literally wouldn't eat after 6 o'clock because I wanted to wake up skinny and not go to bed full. That's another secret. Like, going to bed hungry will help you lose weight. But you want to get there in a way where it's not miserable. You're not miserable. You're not torturing yourself, because I don't think that's healthy, because you don't want to have like a mental illness or eating disorder, whatever you want to call it. You want to avoid that. So it literally comes from arrogance. The psychological aspect is arrogance. I don't eat that, okay? And if I will, I'll have a little bit. I'm not going to eat all that. I don't do that. That's not me. That's not my identity. You guys can do that because you don't care to like look a certain way. I don't eat that. Never say you cannot have something. When you say you cannot have something, you're literally putting it on a pedestal. It's like you're not deserving of it. Like, you want it, you can't have it. Like, you are putting your psychology down. You don't want that. You want to be above. I don't eat that.
Skinny people don't eat as much as they make you think they do. Let's talk about it. Who the fuck likes to hear that you have to eat very little in order to be skinny? Nobody. So of course you're gonna see your favorite influencer post of what I eat in a day, and they're eating like 2,500 calories full of nutritious food, and guys, look at me, I can have abs even if I eat like this. Shut the fuck up. When reality hit me that is absolutely not true, it was a shock. Because I thought, okay, if I just eat healthy, but I have like a million meals a day, I'm gonna look like that girl. First of all, not true. Secondly, I started talking to my actually skinny friends that I would go out with, and they would have a whole pizza, and I would be like, oh my god, like how do you manage to be so skinny? Guess what the answer is? Well, this is my first meal of the day. Yeah, of course. So the reality is that overall throughout the week, their calories are very little. That's the reality. So they can post that they're eating a burger, but you don't know how much they ate before or after. They can post that they ate pasta and a whole pizza, but you don't know how much they ate throughout the whole week. So of course you're going to be fooled, and you're going to look at them like, oh my god, it's just genetics. Like, I'm so unfortunate because my body is just not working the same. No, you are just getting fooled. So whoever on TikTok said, eat big, stay big, eat small, be small. There you go.
Paying attention to portion size, avoiding emotional eating, and choosing nutrients-dense food over processed junky. Prioritize a whole food like lean proteins, vegetables, fruits, and a whole grains helps keep you full while fueling your body with the right nutrients. Regular physical activities also plays a major role. It doesn't always have to mean intense gym sessions. Walking, stretching, light cardio can make a difference when done consistently. Movement keeps your metabolism active and prevents weight gain from creeping back over time. Another overlooked factor is balance. Staying skinny doesn't mean starving yourself or obsessing over calories. It's about creating a lifestyle where food, exercise, and rest work together. Drinking plenty of water, getting enough sleep, and managing stress also contribute to the maintaining a lean frame, since fatigue and stress often lead to overeating. Untimely staying skinny requires discipline, but not deprivation. It's also making small daily choices and adding up. Choosing the stairs, saying no to unnecessary snacks, and respecting your body. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of this conversation. Please don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section below. See you in the next video and stay safe.